We're here the day after the Indie Night with, you look a bit tired after yesterday.
A little bit, it was a good night.
But we're here with the Bearded Ladies, who's, well, let's just start out. The Bearded Ladies.
Yeah, great name, isn't it?
Awesome name, but where did it come from?
We felt we were the entertainers of our time, making games. Everybody plays games, so, and we're also kind of freakish in nature. That's all we do is make games, go to game shows, play games. So felt like we were our time's freaks, the Bearded Ladies, and we also felt it was just a really cool name.
One of the things that we saw a lot of yesterday, of course, was the indie scene and the indie developers. What's it like in Sweden?
I think it's great. I think there are a lot of new studios popping up, and the climate is great for it. I think this recession thing has maybe it's helped a lot of people starting out. They're feeling, well, you know, they might have lost a job. We actually have two guys that were in crisis on our team, and I think that scene is going to be huge in Sweden in a couple of years.
I think the digital download and all that process is also really important for indie developers. You can relatively easily get your game out to a lot of gamers, and I think that's really valuable for the indie companies today. But basically we've been just living the gamers' wildest dream, that is to make a game for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, let's. Of course, that's why we're here. We're here to see your first game,
Yep.
Landit Bandit. How would you introduce Landit Bandit for our viewers who've never heard of it before?
Oh, we have a genre even. It's a retro, casual, physics-based chopper adventure game.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, or,
Can we stretch it out?
we could say it's advanced casual chopper, retro chopper adventure game.
It's it's Moonlander in 3D with lots of physics play and kind of a platformer kind of feel to it. Builds up on games like UG, old Amiga game, and Crazy Taxi, games like that merged together in a bit of a flight adventure, and it comes with like a split-screen cooperative mode as well as a dual mode to kick ass in the couch at home.
Yeah, but the concept came from you. We've just seen a presentation here of the game. Where the concept came from originally, it was quite, I don't know, unique in a way.
Yeah, and I think that's probably well, maybe it might not be unique, but yeah, it started out as a product for rehabilitation of stroke patients.
And David was working on that before we joined forces and started as the Bearded Ladies. And when we were looking at what kind of games we should choose as our first title to launch, Landit Bandit was the most natural choice. It was a game that we were already playing and enjoying, so it was a natural step to pick that up. As our goal has been to produce games that we would like to play, and the elements of the game, I think, reflect that. We actually picked this game up and played it ourselves as we were waiting for you this morning. Not that because we needed to test it, because we just wanted to, and I think that's a good verdict for a game.
Actually, I remember now, as it started out, this stroke patient thing, that was actually one of the most rewarding moments in my life. I went to Sahlgrenska hospital in Sweden to see the patients and see their reactions and see if I needed to make it easier and stuff like that. And there were two guys playing a duel with this special joystick that was made for them, and it was great. They were having a hard time, but you know, they were playing games instead of squeezing balls and doing like small children stuff, and that was awesome.
But you guys you're a small company, but you're working for the PlayStation 3, which is a huge console with a huge company, Sony. What's it like to be doing a PlayStation Network game published by Sony for PlayStation Network?
We're actually publishing the game ourselves as a third-party publisher. So the whole process has been pretty much in our hands. Working with Sony has been fantastic. They have been really, really helpful and professional on all levels, and it has been quite a surprise how friendly and perfect the relationship between us has been, and great kudos for that, actually.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, we were scared shitless when we left here last year after meeting Sony, and they were like, "Yeah, we'd like to have this on PS3," and we're great. That's like a dream come true. But then we went home and we're like, "Okay, we're working with Sony, so we're scared of that. We've never programmed the PS3. It's supposed to be hard. We're scared of that." And it turned out actually, yeah, both of them were great to work with. It was PS3 was fine. It wasn't that bad, and Sony were great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the questions I thought to ask you, the tech guy of the two. As you said, the PlayStation 3 is notoriously hard to work with. How is that going from PC to PlayStation 3?
Now we did the right choice, and if anybody else is going to do an indie game on just a couple of guys do this, we switched. We had the choice a year ago to go with our own engine, or to switch to Sony's engine, Fire engine on the PS3, and we went with the Fire engine, and that was great because it comes for PC, so you could like smoothly transition over to PS3, start adding your stuff using the SPUs gradually instead of getting this wall of because it's a new like a new way of programming, but it's once you get a hang of it, it's not difficult. It's actually just fun. And I think that's helped a lot. The Fire Engine team, they've made a good job as well. It's easy to use and everything.
So when the game is done,
yep.
And you're going to release it when?
The 26th of May, I think, is our aim right now. We'll see. We're in quality assurance testing at Sony right now, and if that goes well, it should be 26th.
Yeah.
End of May.
End of May, early June. But the game is done, so unless there's something terrible we don't know about, it should be out in end of May.